Hello, I thought I'd do a video today of a radio system that I'm developing for a local search and rescue team I'm a part of, which is the Civil Aid Voluntary Rescue Association, also known as CAVRA. It's just one of the software packages that we're using to program the radios, and another software package here. These are just for the handheld radios at the moment. I'll show you our old radios that we're using the F12s here. Good, nice little rugged radio. Never failed on us over the 12 years we've had them. And also an F3GS. We've got three 3GSs and about 12 of these. They're not all currently with me, as some users have still got them. The F3GS have got more complex features. And one of them is the display. I'll turn it on for you. Have a little look. We'll go back to back one. Vale, Cardiff. Pretty basic radio. But this is more of a control radio, so we've got features like kill, stun, page, individual call on these radios that we've got set up. And our basic user use the F12s. But we've slowly decommissioned these radios now, so these are more of a backup radio. If we get more members, or some of our radios need to go in for servicing, or been damaged or lost or stolen. We'll come over to the new radios we've got now. We've just invested in Icom IDAS. These are the radios. These are 3102D, running in analog and digital. And then we've got 13162, I believe it is. 3161 radio there, which we use on our control radio. So we've got kill features, individual call, page, private call, group call, etc, etc. We'll take a little look at this one here now, and we'll take two of these and we'll do some testing, and I'll show you some of the features we've got. Turn it on. 01 is a call sign. That's for our operations director. Now, A Cardiff means it's Cardiff wide area system, which is an analog Cardiff system. We've got a repeater that's up on Leckwith Hill on the Western Power mast. On there, we've got analog Vale. That's on the police mast just opposite St Hilary. Big mast. And we've got analog Bridge End as well. That's up on Cumriska. It's the same mast that Bridge FM is transmitting off. We've got a transportable repeater, which is a repeater and base unit that we can take on walkabouts with us. Say if we're on a job that's out of the area of the 3 repeaters, we can use this to get a better coverage of radio system. If we're out to say South Wales, and we've got back to back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. They just simplex channels. If we're working locally, we can jump on any of those channels and talk to each other on back to back. We've got digital Cardiff as well, which is IDAS Cardiff, and IDAS Bridge End as well. This we haven't actually got it on St Hilary at the moment. We're seeking funding for another IDAS unit, but obviously, as we're voluntary, we're very tight on the funding. And we've got back-to-back digital as well. We've only got 2 back-to-back digital channels. Right, so I'll show you some of the programming we've been doing recently. It's on the analog, and these are on analog as well. Channel 4 and channel 4 on there, back-to-back one. We've managed to actually program 5-tone signaling into these radios. I know it's usually not commonly used now, but we thought it would be a good feature to get the ID of the user to come up on the display and to use paging functions, etc. So if I key up on one of these radios, the ID should come up on the screen here. Oh, sorry, channel 5 I want to be on. There you go. The user is at 60. I'm going to do it on the other radio now.
5
29. That's that there. All the radios have got emergency button, which is this button here. Hold it down for 2 seconds. It'll start to beep and then automatically TX as well then, and it'll say emergency. Well, we've got the emergency feature to alert every radio on the system of an emergency. And it'll show us ID there. TX every 30 seconds. Show it TX again in a minute now. That's the
5 4
the 5-tone system there.
4 5
So each radio's got its own individual 5-tone string. Be sent on key up for the IDs. Now, if I want to use the master radio to page, on there, page all, and you click the call button, and it'll get these radios to do a pyro repeat every 4 seconds, which is at 1 high, 1 low beep, or a repeated string every 4 seconds. That's that one there. And then click it again. We can do an individual call. If I want to call 60, type in 60 on there, and then call. It'll call the individual radio. Say if I've been trying to call by voice for 2 minutes and the user hasn't got back to me, say they're not by their radio, leave them a little reminder that I've tried to call them. So when they're coming back in contact with their radio, they can call back into base. That'll do a pi repeat every 4 seconds on the individual call. Just cancel that. So that's the end call. We've got a kill feature as well, so you can kill any of the radios. Same process as the individual call, just type in the ID of the user. And back to page all. So that's a bit about the analog system there. Pretty simple stuff, but very effective in the way it's used in the field. We'll go over to the digital system now, which is IDARS. Back-to-back 2.
10 14 6 15 9 16 15
So So same process again. 5-tone. We've got the ID. It comes up on the screen and drops away. It's 29. The other little feature we've added onto here as well is when you hit the PTT, it'll sound with a beep, and after that beep then you can proceed with voice. Just like that. And also on the receiving radios then, when the user has dekeyed, there'll be a beep, one single beep heard on these two radios. So it's a double beep for the key up and a single beep for the dekey on the receiving radios, like so. Double beep. And a single beep then on these two radios. Okay, another little few features then we can do. It's the same process on the emergency button, same button, just press it again, whatever system you're on. It'll do exactly the same on both. So if we hit digital, we're on talk group at the moment, and I can use the side keys then, scroll up and down on what I'd like to do. Call alert is the same as a individual call pretty much. It'll alert one single user of the time that they've been called. You've got status messaging. We've only got one status in there, which is page all, same as the 5-tone. Send a message and back to voice. So I'll do a status message here now. Page all. That didn't work there. Let's try it again. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? No. There we go. Just getting the two radios to ring, exactly the same as the page or on the 5-tone.
4:15.
Cancel that
6:15.
there now. Same process on the individual call. Now, if I hold it down and go to individual, so it'll take me off the talk group, and this is onto the individual group now. So I do call alert again. Do kill because that's done individually. It's on the individual side of the digital. And just type in the ID there. I can revive a radio. And do a radio check. So this radio here will send a signal to one of those two, whichever one I want to, or those guys there, and then it'll automatically TX back to me to tell me that the radio's okay. The status messages, and again message and voice. So if I'm on voice, say if I've got some private information I want to relay to one user, I type in their call sign 29 key up, and it'll only come over that one radio. No one else will hear it. Leave go, and then after 10 seconds then it'll revert back to the talk group we were on. And key up again, I could talk to 29 if I wanted to, or if I wanted to quickly get back, hold it down and I'm back on talk group.